We have Gwen listening in on the phone from Virginia. Gwen and her husband Lou owned and operated the Boulderado from 1967 to 1976. Gwen, I know that we used to have quite a few old-timers residing at the Boulderado on monthly leases. What information can you share with us about that?
About old-timers, I
Yes.
could go on forever. Here I am, an old-timer now myself, and when I think I can entertain here a table filled with people with stories from the Boulderado Hotel, I think that speaks well for history and all those folks. I love particularly, and they do too, the gentleman who swept by the piano with the orange crush at his right hand. So when he woke, he could grab it and take a big gulp. And the same gentleman, and a famous artist came and painted him. The painting is somewhere there in the hotel, I presume. He's also the gentleman the sheriff came to talk one evening to Lou about, and he said, Winterberger, you've got to talk to your gentleman and tell him he cannot walk down 13th Street at rush hour in the middle of the road. And my husband's answer to the sheriff was, Sheriff, would you like to speak with the gentleman? And the sheriff said, Winterberger, that's your job. All of these folks were so wonderful. And there are just so many stories that I love thinking back about. It tells you, you think about, we use the term, the twilight of life. I didn't know what that meant back then, really. I know now, and it was then and is now. It's the gentlest, pleasantest time of your day and your memories. It's just wonderful to be able to think back on those folks. But, the staff that was there deserves so much credit for the flavor that was lent at that hotel. The maids, the desk clerks, elevator operators, servicemen, and the Boulder community supported it. That was the greatest part. I've even had connection with folks from way back then. Some young man located me here. He had worked as a desk clerk, and he went back to Boulder and went in the hotel. It was the week that Lou had passed away. And he called me back here, and we had a nice chat. He was working in Washington. And he said he was a desk clerk. He was a student at the time. Students knew where all our residents belonged. That was the good part. They'd walk them home. Yeah. Oh, what a study in human nature that experience was. Of course, there were some discouraging moments, Everything seemed overwhelming. We found out in a hurry we weren't rocket scientists, even though we had done some do-it-yourself projects at home. No, it took a lot more than that. But Lou was an ex-fighter pilot, and he was used to waking up in the middle of the night and taking off, so he won those scrambles. A friend of mine here, I'm in a retired military retirement complex, wonderful place. One evening at bridge, some lady was agonizing about a granddaughter, new to Boulder, getting married, didn't know anyone. Her grandmother was so upset because she said, I should be there. She doesn't even know where to go for her wedding reception. Did that take me even 2 seconds? I said, you don't have to go. I've got it all solved right now. So I gave her the number. She made the call the next day. They did have her reception. Grandma went to it and came back with glowing reports. And I said, I told you, all you have to do is ask me and then listen to me and do it.
Nice. Well, thank you for continuing to help promote the Boulderado. We certainly appreciate that.